Hi, and welcome back to It's a Miracle Budgeting. I am a budgeting channel who is now doing budgeting and finance. I originally started as a beauty channel. I did notice my expenses getting just absolutely out of control, always chasing that newest release, that newest review. And I started watching some videos. I know Maury June is one of them. House of Shay is another one. There's quite a few that I began watching, and I slowly started converting my finances over in October. And so about a little after that, I did start filming them because I did want to document my journey. I will link up on the cards. I did do a debt confessional that shows you all of my money, what I owe, where it's going, and who it's owed or whom it's owed to. And then also I will link in the cards. I do have a 500 subscriber contest coming. I did announce the prizes. I did partner with Happily Ever Plans from Etsy and Instagram with that, and it's some pretty amazing prizes. Anybody that's new at budgeting would have everything they need to get started, including savings challenges. She did put her Saveopoly in there, which is probably, I can't speak for her sales, but I would guess a big seller, because for me, it's amazing. I mean, I've bought it more than once from changing over planners, and I couldn't imagine my planner without it. So definitely look for that. So today I am doing, this is my paycheck, 100%, no money from hubby, no money from stimulus. This is my paycheck. Due to the stimulus and some other things, I did pay off a lot of debt this month, so I was able to rearrange some things and stuff a little bit more. I am changing the way I do these a little bit. Just for today, I'm going to stuff my cash envelopes last because I am doing some bill swaps while we do this. So I'm going to start off in my challenges and some other envelopes and work my way back to my cash envelope, so I have 20s and things like that. But I also am no longer going to unstuff my cash envelopes in my paycheck stuffing. So my final week check-in is always on Thursdays, and I've been doing it after my stuffing, and it makes the waters murky. It's very hard for me to track where did that money go and what's new and what's carryover, whereas if I film it right before I film this, I film my check-in, I unstuff my envelopes, and I showed you what I did with the money in that video. So make sure you have your notifications on and you've subscribed so you don't miss that. It is a new, I've never seen anybody do this with their leftover money and what I'm doing and the way I'm doing it. So it's not 100% a new idea, but it's definitely something I've never seen before. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my challenges folder first. Normally I go cash envelopes, then sinking funds, then savings and challenges, but I'm going to do a little bit backwards today. But let me put this cash out and then we will get started. I am stuffing a total of $13.85 today. So I'm not touching that. I have two March Madness. I'm not touching this one. This isn't gonna work. Okay. I had to move that around. So this first March Madness, I am not gonna do. This was actually in my weekly check-in and my cash unstuffing. So that is in that one. However, I am doing two of them. I'm doing one with carryover, and I am doing one with a budgeted amount. So I did budget $40 for March Madness. I did two 20s. Let me put that in there. Next is Snowball. Snowball is getting $125. So I'm going to do 100, 20, and a 5. So I have 125. Next is Payback. Payback is getting 60. Make sure you stay to the very end of the video because I am going to show what I'm going to do with this, and that's not even right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And if you stay to the end of the video, I will show you what I'm going to do with that. Next is savings. I'm not stuffing anything here. I do have a savings in my bank account, and I also have an emergency fund in my bank account. So neither one of these are getting stuffed. The 52-week challenge is getting, for my 2 weeks, because I get paid every 2 weeks, is getting pulled, is 37 and 28. So that actually brings us to exactly $200. I currently have 135 in here, so I am going to put these back. I moved that for nothing. Look at that. And do this. And grab 100, and I now have 200 in my 52-week challenge. These little pieces of papers that you're seeing, these are amounts owed When I had to do my car repair, I did pull out money, and I am getting ready to put that back in because I am paying myself back for that. The 1K challenge is gonna have 163 when we're done. This week's numbers are 16 and 30, so that's 46. So I am gonna put these two ones back. Leave the 100 and the 10 and the 5, and we're gonna do a 50 and, oh, I did that wrong. I actually need change. Okay, hold the floor for a second. We're gonna go grab 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm taking a 5. So we're putting these singles down so I have change. And I'm putting this back in my $5 challenge, or $5 challenge, my $1 challenge. Okay. Now we have, I looked at the wrong line, unfortunately. So I have 100, 50, 60, and I have 2 ones. I'm adding 1 to have 3. So I have 1, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. So 163 in my 1K challenge. Next is girls who budget 1K, and this is the one I should have, 170. So I'm leaving these right here for a minute. I have 50, and so that's 170, and I'm putting this 10 back. Saveopoly is next. Saveopoly will end up with $202. So we currently have, I'm going to put this 10 back, and I'm going to put this 20 back. $2 and another 100, so that's $202. Okay, and that is it for this section. Next we're doing household. Household is getting a 20. Toiletries is getting a 20. And then hubby is getting a 10. He currently has $5 in here. So hubby now has $15. Miscellaneous currently has a 10, and it is getting another 10. So that is $20. Kids currently has a 10, and it is getting a 10, so that is $20. These are ones I kind of consider like cash envelopes. These are ones I can pull cash from. They're expected to be spent. This is not my kids' savings account. It is purely for their needs. Next is subscriptions, and subscriptions is getting $20, and I do have 60 in here now. So now we have 50, 60, 70, 80. That is for all subscriptions I may have, whether it be TV, phone, credit bureaus, doesn't matter. So next we're going into the traditional sinking fund section. For school, I currently have $100, and school is getting 20. So I'm actually gonna flip this out, grab 100, and so now I have 110, 120. Clothing is getting $50, but let's see what I have first. So I have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So I can actually put all of this back and just grab a $100 bill. I did that wrong. I am trading for 100. I had 80. I'm adding 50. That's 130. I confused myself for a minute. So I am going to take a 20 and a 10. So we now have 100, 20, 30. I I usually don't lay them down, take the money out until I figure out what I'm doing and I confuse myself. So nothing for medical or dental yet. I will be doing something with those soon, however. Car is getting $40 and we currently have 20, 40, 60, 85, which brings it to 125. So I am going to grab that last 100 and a 20 and a 5, and these are going back in the pile. So we have 125. Next is car tax. Car tax always gets 22. It's 11 for my husband and 11 for me. So I'm grabbing 2 ones from my pile over here, and I'm grabbing a 20. And then so that equals the 60 I would have. I'm actually going to put these 2 20s back, and actually 3 20s. I'm going to grab a 10 and a 50. So we now have 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $66. We need just under 250, including our passport. We have a passport that's connected to our license plate, allows you free entrance into state parks, and we utilize those every summer. So we do purchase that. So with it, it's about $250 for our 2 vehicles. Next is home, and home is getting $20. So this is 45, that would be 65. I'm actually going to put this back, and I'm going to grab 50 and 2 5s. So I now have 55, 65. Next is appliances, and I do have 100, 20, 40, 50, and I am adding 50, so I'm actually going to put this 20 and this 10 back, and I am going to grab 2 50s. So I now have 152. Birthdays is going to get $25. I currently have in here 75, so I'm actually going to put this 20 and this 5 back and grab a 50. So I will end up with $100 in birthdays, which is perfect because I think I have exactly 2 paydays left till my son's birthday. I do give my older kids about $100 a birthday. They're out of the house, they're grown, but it gives them some spending money. So next is gifts, and I have 50, 70, 90, 5, 100, and I'm adding 25. So I'm going to grab the money and then figure out how I want to switch it so I don't confuse myself. So we have 20, 40, 45, 50. I do like my cash tray for keeping the money neat, but it is nice not to be all fancy schmancy sometimes. Like, it's nice just to kind of be here and not worry about a tray. So we now have 51, 25. And that is not for holidays or anything like that. That is purely for like if we have a wedding, a birthday, something like that. Right now I'm saving for our newest grandson will be born in May, and we're saving for the gifts. So next is beauty, and this one I'm not going to switch out any bills. Beauty is getting 50, but I am going to leave the bills as they are. So actually, yeah, I want to do smaller bills for this because sometimes I do it for my nails, sometimes it's for hair, and I don't always know what I'm going to need for each situation. So I have 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30 in beauty now. And I'm going to switch some of these 10s out because I do need 10s for a few things. So I'm actually going to do a 20 and 2 5s, and I'm going to put these 3 10s back in the cash. So I'm going to count that one more time just to make sure I didn't mess anything up. 20, 40, 60, 81, 25, 30. Nope. Okay. Electronics is next. Electronics is getting 15. That's how I knew that I needed more 10s. That is the only problem when I don't get specific denominations, but I just plan on swapping the bills out. It may not always work perfectly. Next is planning, and this will also be getting 15. So that is 10 to 15. Move these up just a little bit. They're all running into each other and it's really annoying. Grandsons is going to be getting 20. And actually, if I have 3 10s here, I'm going to put those back and just grab a 50 for them. Our next birthday is in May, so it is there. Business is also going to be getting 20. So obviously just a 20 for that. Thanksgiving is going to be getting 15. This is the last one I will be doing 15 for. So I'm going to grab them and then count it back and switch it out. That's just how my brain works better doing it that way. So I have 10, 20, 35, 45. So I am going to switch some of these out for 20s. And another 20 from these. So I now have 20, 45. I like thinning out the envelopes so they're not as thick. Santa is getting, what are you getting? Oh, 100. So we're going to do 50, 100. So now we have 51, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95. So I am going to take some more out. So we do a 20 and a 10. Actually, you know what? I'm going those 20s back. We're going to do 2 10s for that. So we got 3 10s and a 20. I'm going to grab a 50. Just trying to thin it out everywhere I can. So now I have 50, 1, 20, 45. And that's not right. Oh, I forgot to grab the 50. No wonder, Brandy. Jeez. 51, 50, 20, 45. So that's 195. Next is holidays, and holidays is getting $5. So I'm going to switch these out and grab a 10, and then I'm going to grab a 5 because that will equal the 15. We have 10 to 15. It's one thing I hate about swapping bills. I feel like I always get confused and mess it up. So it's like takes a little bit longer to do it all because I do tend to mess it up. Vacation is also getting 5, I believe it is. So I'm turning in a 5 and grabbing a 10 for that. And then I'm going to swap these 2 sets and get 2 20s. So I do have $40 in vacation. And that is it. These are my husband's 2 folders that I do not contribute to. So next we're going to do our cash envelopes, and then I'm going to circle back and show you what I do with that payback fund. So I did pull them out of my wallet just to make it easier. So groceries is going to get 200. So I'm going to do 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20. Nope, you know what I'm going to do? 50, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. It should equal 100. So I'm going to count this up, or excuse me, should equal 200. I'm going to count this up really quick. Okay, let's count it up and see if we have 200. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 185, 190, 195, 200. So that is groceries. Next, and these are envelopes I just recycled that I had made previously and added some vinyl to. Next is dining out, and dining out always gets 20, but I am going to do 4 5s, and I just want to show this. I don't know if somebody didn't have a calculator and they had to keep track of when they reached 100, but I thought that was funny. So I do have 4 5s, which equals 20. Next is fuel, and that is going to get 40. So I did 20, 30, 40. Oops. There's 40. Pets is going to get 20. And this again is working almost like a singing fund at the moment because I do a Chewy order about every 8 to 10 weeks. And so I will just let this pile up and then deposit the cash when it's time for my automatic shipment. Spending is next, and that is 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And these I had to pull out extra to equal the amount, and I miscounted by 10. So I'm just going to double check my list and make sure that I did give everything what it should. I think that is right. I don't see anything that's missing. And then this household, if I take something out of my sinking fund that I want to bring with me, that's when I grab that. It's actually recycling one that I laminated wrong. I'm going to go back to my challenge. I just want to double count really quick and make sure that I did do my challenges right. I thought I would have 10 left and I have 15, so I want to make sure that I didn't break those. But also I realized I didn't tell you how much is going in per week. So we have 125, we have 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yes, we do have 60 in payback, and I will do that payback in just a moment. I just want to double check these challenges really quick. So 52 week should have $200, and I do. I have exactly 200, and those numbers that I drew with my randomizer is 37 and 28. The 1K challenge I drew 16 and 30, and I should have 163. I have 150, 60, 1, 2, 3. So that's perfect. Next is the Girls Who Budget, and that one should have 170. And I have 120, 150, 70. So that is correct. And the number on that is always $40. It's $20 per week, and I get paid bi-weekly. Savopoly, my numbers were 50 and 22, and I should have 202. So I have 1, 2, 01, 02. So that is correct. Okay. So not too shabby. I guess since I have them, I am going to put some in this new, I haven't started this challenge yet, it's a whole month long, but I figure anytime you're saving, that is a good thing. So I am going to mark 3 $5 bills, and I'll color those in all the way. I do like coloring them in entirely, so I will color those in later. These challenges, this school challenge and this, it's like a month-long save $100 challenge, 30 days. And it is from Snow Stamper Budgeting. I love her envelopes, and then I laminate them and I can stick them right in here. So that now has 15. So it doesn't look like I messed it that way. I must have just withdrawn the wrong amount. So I'm going to go back to that payback envelope. If you look, everyone, not all of them, but some of my envelopes have money that is owed to them. In fact, I accidentally left the 1K out when I was stuffing it earlier. So I'm actually going to do that one first. So 1K is only missing $20. So I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to add a 20. Well, not a 20, but $20. 2 10s. So now this one has 150, 60, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3. So that one is paid off. I don't have to do anything further with that one. And I'm actually going to take this with me, put a check mark on it, and then when I update my electronic tracker, I will make sure I increase that by 20. So let's see what we have in here. Snowball is owed 50, but I only have 40 here. I'd like to try to close some things out so I'm not like subtracting on my paper. So I have $40 left. Let's see what else we got here. 70 is owed to my savings. 50 is owed to my emergency. 160 is owed to the 52-week challenge. 1K challenge is 70. Let me open my other binder. I know I have some things in there that are smaller denominations. Okay, don't believe I have any in my cash envelope section because I didn't empty those. School is owed 50. Clothing got paid back. Car is not owed anything. Car tags are not owed anything. Home is owed 20, so we'll do that. So I currently have 55, 65, and we're going to add 2 10s. So we now have 50, 60, 75, 85. So $85 in home. And it's paid off entirely from that car repair. So I know that I can add this in and throw that slip away. And the only reason I put the mark on it is so that I know that it didn't just fall out. I know that I did it. Appliances is owed 145. Birthdays is owed 100. I wonder if that's it. I might have to drop a 20 in somewhere. Oh, I know what I can do. If I don't find one here, I know where I can put it. It actually works out perfect because it has swap big bills. I know exactly where this is going. I owe $18 to my ones challenge. So my ones challenge, as I said, is owed $18. So here's that slip. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take $2 out. And then I'm going to put these $2 in, add it up, and then I'm probably just going to put the $2 back in. But I want to know what we're at prior so that I know I have it. So I currently should have $42. So that would make it $50, $60. So 10, 20, 30, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. And I am going to throw those 2 right in here, so I will have $62, which is funny because I feel like I've had it ending in 2 every single time. So this is from, or at 62. This is part of Happily Ever Plans collection. I actually got all these ones right here are from her. I love that one. I might order another set of those. So these are all from her. This one is the janky one that I made, but this is from her, and this is one I made. So I just want to put +2 on this so I don't forget. +2, so +20. And a check mark. Okay. So payback is empty because I did disperse it. Now going forward, that's not how I'm going to be doing it because I know I don't just have 20. I have 50s and I have 60s. So what I will do is I will actually wait till I have at least $100. That will eliminate 2 $50 payments versus having money back and forth. So that's what we're going to do with this. Or maybe let it pile up for a while. I'm not sure yet. So that is my cash stuffing for my 2nd March payday. I hope that you guys had a wonderful week. I hope you're having a great St. Patty's Day or had a great St. Patty's Day. And my nails will be gone tomorrow because I'm going to get something new. But I hope that you guys had a wonderful week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so you're notified when we do announce the rules for our contest. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are. Have a good night, guys.